This is disgusting, everyone. I can't even say hello. I'm just pissed. It's terrible. Terrible thing just happened. We're just gonna watch the video, and I've seen this so many times, but
I'm never at a loss for words on this channel. Until this moment. I have no words. Perhaps this will best. This afternoon, Charile Kirk was taken home to save you.
gosh darn it. Charile Kirk was a very good person. I loved his podcast. And this was not just some woke punk who just pulled out a pistol and just lobbed it at him. No, this was a trained assassin, because the only one shot went off right in the neck, and he died literally an hour, maybe even less than an hour. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of time. He died shortly after. Is this evidence of the Illuminati, or is this just the deep state wokies that are scared of Charile Kirk and decide that he needs to go? I don't care at this point. They whether it's the Illuminati or it's just some a more probable cause, like, they just need to go. Everyone needs to go. If they wanted a civil war, they're doing a very good job making us comply with them. If it's a war they want, it's a war they shall get. An assassin, not a gunman. A trained assassin. Darn it. His children and his wife.
Legacy would be that of a martyr.
I've reacted to this so many times. Not this video specifically, but just so many other videos saying the same thing. And I still can't get over it.
Charile Kirk was an American martyr. He was a Christian martyr. He died for his faith and his country.
Get it. Of course I'm not ready for it. I'm doing something now.
Commentary on left-wing violence. These were the last words that he spoke before imagine gunmen with a single shot to his life.
This is ridiculous, disgusting.
Now falls to us to rise up with full hearts, venerate Charile's legacy by defeating the evil which stole Charile from us.
Yes, you're darn right. The bad thing is, I believe me and him are having a very different understanding of what it means to defeat the evil. How do I think it's to defeat the evil? Call me extreme, but civil war. I feel like that's the only solution now, unless Trump sends the National Guard in. If Trump were to classify these liberal people who support political violence against anyone, because I don't see any Republican speakers or people saying that Kamala needs to die or Pelosi needs to die. Never see them. I see that they hate them, but they never say they would want to kill them. But now that a prominent figure among the right has died, Charile Kirk, silencing a huge voice within the Turning Point USA. And you know those liberals are going to celebrate, and I know we would have done the exact same thing, which we did do during the election. We celebrated, and if we had lost, the liberals would have celebrated. But what makes their celebration not acceptable compared to ours is they're celebrating an evil act. I mean, back in the day, a little Bible lesson, when Moses and the children of Israel came out of Egypt, they celebrated when the Egyptians, all 25,000 of them, I don't think 25,000 of them, I forgot the number, the Egyptian army sank into the ocean and drowned. They celebrated because their deaths, the Egyptians' deaths, was a sign that they're no longer chasing you. The people of Israel, you're free. And therefore they celebrated that fact that the Egyptians are no longer going to harass them. They can't harass them. And I think once this civil war comes out and we defeat the liberals, we'll celebrate for that reason too. They can no longer harm us, our children, our elderly, our leading figures. And I believe that's what... And that's how we will celebrate. But the way they're celebrating now, unacceptable. Dogmatic. Is that a word? Is that the right word to use? I don't know. I should have a dictionary. That way I know what I'm saying. Vile, evil. That's a more direct route. Needs to be purged from society. Has no place here. And yes, I know this is borderline and calling for violence. Let me try calming down. Why do I feel so strongly? Because some people will say, we don't war against flesh and blood, but we war against the principalities and powers. And to me, I'm thinking, sometimes in order to fight the principalities and powers, it sometimes requires a little flesh and blood to fight. That sometimes is required. Because I'm not going to stand there and watch someone kill another person. I'm going to fight that person and stop them. Whether that be killing them, subduing them, tying them up, or even talking them out of it. Oh my gosh. What? I guarantee you, Democrats of old, like Thomas Jefferson, would be disappointed with what the liberals are doing nowadays. They would be ashamed. They would hang their heads in shame. For what has transpired today. God help us indeed.
I've worked with Charlie for 10 years. I turned the point USA. We built many things together. Purpose together. I have never in my life met someone with more vision, moral clarity, honor, Charlie Kirk, who is survived by his beautiful white hair, two children. Charile Kirk is a martyr. My heart is bitter.
And I do hope we don't have any more martyrs before we can end this. my dad did say that evil never really goes away. It just... And then I told him that maybe sending it... Maybe, no, but we could make it dormant. We could send it into dormancy. And then he said that might be even worse. I don't know. If evil never really goes away, then how do you stop it? You just endure it? You just suck it up? Isn't there not a way to where we can lower the levels of violence and murders in this country? Does it take a civil war and thousands of lives and souls to burn in hell for it to go away? Or will all that be for nothing? I'm so frustrated. Wish life was much more simple, but it's not simple. It's not. That is one thing I have learned harshly when growing into adulthood. Is that you can run from reality however you want, but once reality catches up with you, there's no denying it. To deny it only hurts yourself, and that's why the LGBT community exists. If they were just to accept reality for even a second, we wouldn't have as many problems with them as we do now. But I hate to say it, I don't think the LGBT is responsible for this attack. I think it's the deep state. Someone high up wanted Charlie dead, and they succeeded. I hate it that they succeeded.
God worked when we all saw it in prophetic ways. Now, we must defeat evil. That Charlie spent his life fighting against.
Definitely. The only question is, which way will it go? In my opinion, it's only going to go one way, and that leads to fighting breaking out, whether that be Trump sending the National Guard or some force to stop these people and to arrest them, take them off the streets, or the civilians rise up and fight them themselves. Either way, the time for talking is officially past, despite Charile Kirk's last wish. That's where me and Charile Kirk disagree. If I, as a devoted conservative, can disagree with Charlie on one thing, it's with how he treats opposition through talking. He believes that if you stop talking, violence begins, and that is true. But I mean, when one side tries to talk to the other, and the other side is just screeching at you and yelling at you and wanting to kill you, they're clearly not talking. And I think that moment came and went when Trump won the presidency. I think that's when the left stopped talking. They just started acting like animals, violent, aggressive animals, put into a corner. And they are in a corner. There's no way out for them. They are doomed. Whether that be their way of life is going to be considered illegal, or it's just going to fade into obscurity. I think that is, it's going to fade away, and no one it's just going to be lost at the pages of history. And they are clawing and trying to fight their way to stay alive. A cornered animal is still a cornered animal, even if it's a dumb animal, is still a dangerous animal nonetheless.
So as I compose myself to talk to begin to build
truthsocial.com, so this is not Twitter. Interesting. Might have to look into that to see some more news about this. The worst thing about this is I can no longer feel like I can watch his videos. They're all going to be the same exact thing over and over again, and there's never going to be another new one because he's gone. No new insight, nothing new. Any new problems that arise, he's never going to be able to cover again. I loved the way he covered it. So straight to the point, not beating around the bush. He doesn't even do the gotcha moments. When the liberals come up to try to gotcha him, he just lets them gotcha us themselves. It's perfect. Now we're never going to have that again. And I know I'm going to see him again when we go to heaven, but I doubt there'll be nothing to debate about then. Sunday evening? What day is it? Wednesday. That's half a week. No, it's too sad. Oh my God almighty. The worst thing about this is liberals are gonna see this and be like, ugh, that's the worst. They keep preaching about, what about the children? And then something happens to us, and we're like, his child is never going to see his dad again. Well, I mean, he is going to see him again, it's just not for a very long time, and they're going to be smirking, drinking what they call their Republican tears, because our Republican tears are actually true and valid, because we are mourning the death of Charile Kirk. Which is way more important than any woke ideology the left will ever pull out of their butts. There's a face of anger and sadness I see on his face. Same here. I'm so sorry. Let's get off of this.
You're telling me that it's not healthy to obsess over your partner 24/7 like I do. What you described.
I'm so sorry, Benny Johnson. I'm so sorry, man. Lord, give me the strength to be able to do that one day.
Charlie's final post on X is Jesus defeated death.
It's very interesting how God is able to turn a lot of this stuff into very coincidental moments. Like, this is God's will, of course, and it hurts. I was on a Discord server one day. A friend came to me and asked him to help because his little 8-year-old brother lost his grandfather and his mom. And he started questioning God, saying, why would God do this and whatnot? And to me, I tried my best. I told him, from what I believe, I think it's a test of faith. It strengthens you and draws you closer to him, to take refuge in him, despite how strange that sounds. To take refuge in the person who's supposed to watch your family, but didn't. And he's an 8-year-old. He doesn't understand as much as an adult does. And now the same exact thing is happening here. I'm not questioning my faith in God. There is something to this that God's going to turn around for good, and I just don't see it yet. Makes you wish you were with God right now so you can find out. I'm pretty sure Charile Kirk is finding out right now why he died. How this fits into God's will. These liberals seem to be the only liberals. My brain is clouded. The only thing the liberals seem to be good at is radicalizing us. That's the only thing they're good at. And I don't think they know what they're doing. They are poking a bear. They have no idea what's going to happen. The woman chose the bear, or in this case, the wokes chose to mess with the Republicans. So let's see what happens. Me neither. Very fitting, though. Strong, but fitting.
Charile Kirk's only activity. I'm not showing any of the videos.
No, the videos. My mother. She told me that Charile Kirk was just shot, and she started going, oh, and I was like, Mom, what's going on? She's like, I can't watch these videos. It was showed Charile Kirk bleeding out on the floor. And it was the main news medias who were doing that, or people who were against Charile Kirk trying to get a gotcha moment. They were just videotaping him, just bleeding out on the floor, dying. I'm pretty sure, to all the creeps out there who want to watch it, just go. I'm pretty sure you can find it, but not on this channel. While we might show some horrific things from like video games or movies, when it comes to politics and real life people, I can't do that. In video games, it's non-consequential, but in the real world, it's final. There's no turning back once blood has been shed.
Only activity on the day that he was shot was to peacefully explain, debate, argue, or agree with any American that wished to talk to him. Open, peaceful dialogue.
And the very last topic Charile Kirk was talking about before he was shot was, ironically, gun violence amongst the population. Guns are not the problem, people are. And then he was shot and killed. Gosh darn it.
You've seen clips from some of the clips on the entire internet. Don't throw them on nuclear on TikTok.
You know CNN is not covering this. I think they're not covering this. If they are, then they're ridiculing him. It's true. I've seen liberals come in with all the fire in the world to argue with Charile Kirk. only for them to walk away a reformed conservative with a MAGA hat on and everything. I've seen it happen. And then an animal from the right, and then not an animal, one of the very rare people, intelligent beings on the right, shot and killed him. Intelligence is like a gun, it goes both ways. And the geniuses on the left are using it to destroy us on the right. You know what? That's just an idea. What if there are a handful of people on the left that are geniuses, like Donald Trump, smart genius, and they're just using all of these crappy ideologies like open borders, woke, LGBTQ, indoctrinating children about gay people. What if that's all just a facade to distract us from what they're doing in the deep state? That might be it. And Charlie Kirk was probably on the verge of pointing that out, and that's why they assassinated him. I think that's it.
This is a political assassination.
Evil will do everything it can to stay in the dark until they're ready to come into the light. Got something stuck in my teeth.
Charile Kirk was killed for his reason. Killed. Murdered.
And they call us the Nazis.
Assassinated. For what he did. His whole heart in their principles. Instead of being passionate. It was too good. Charlie won the debate. So when you lose, when you recourse and lose your life, it's just to kill. Of course. Now I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we will see distinct and severe changes as they come. And it will be the legacy of Charlie that kicked it all off.
Yes.
Fox News did a memorial for Charlie. I thought it was beautiful. It's a beautiful job. There'll be more coming days.
Oh my gosh.
Real, on my knees, prayers for Charlie's surviving family. Falls to us. We lift them up. Pray. Right now, pray for encouragement.
God help us.
Charlie Kirk is being remembered tonight as a hugely influential, charismatic, engaged individual committed to civil discourse and the open exchange of ideas. Correspondent Mark looks back at the life of Charlie Kirk. Good evening, Mark.
Right, good evening to you. Charlie Kirk
He was only 31, 10 years older than I was. I am.
31-year-old political activist had a massive following, both online and in the corridors of power here in Washington. What
One of the good things about this death is it's got someone from the top spooked. So what if another Charlie Kirk comes along? A more Charlie Kirk who will continue. A new Charlie Kirk. To further spook the deep state. We need more Charlie Kirks.
does it really take to stop motivated, violent criminal dead in his tracks?
What an ironic commercial.
Many Americans own one of 4 calibers.
What an ironic commercial.
Household name in conservative politics, Charlie Kirk was a teenager growing up in the Chicago suburbs. He told the Daily Caller in 2019 he knew early on politics mattered.
I was always naturally conservative, loved America, loved the values that our country stood for, and I never understood why you want to deviate from that.
Oh my God. At West Point, military academy. After being denied admission, he chose to start something for himself.
It's settled that in one door closed, another door opened. Of course, that's correct.
In summer 2012, Turning Point USA was born. What started small later became a political juggernaut. A conservative youth activist organization now operating on 3,500 high school and college campuses. Kirk explained what drove him to his first boxing 13 years ago.
A lot of kids are feeling the effects of what we like to call, with the Washington economy, with a lot of debt, plummeting small business, with higher regulation and high taxes.
13 years ago. He would be 18 years old.
Turning Point USA grew, so did its influence. The AP writing Turning Point events became more ornate, taking on a nightclub atmosphere, strobe lights.
I would have been 8 years old.
Thousands of young conservatives in attendance. Kirk endorsed then candidate Donald Trump in 2016 and later worked to be elected in 2020.
I believe it's important to get president like I think he's going to get president.
As Trump later regrouped for 2024, Kirk continued to build an empire and a family. He married his wife Erica in 2021 and later became a dad of 2. Trump himself thanked
He's only been married for 4 years.
chaos.
And I want to express my tremendous gratitude for an amazing guy.
Now back in power, Kirk remained active, speaking out constantly about conservative movement.
There's a revival happening in this country.
Somebody was pissed at Charlie Kirk.
Anything helped change the course of U.S. political history.
And those tributes continue to pour in from all over the world. Late today, House Speaker Mike Johnson urged from both parties, everyone who has political or social influence to condemn violence and vow to settle disagreements as a civil man. Brett.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was it, everyone. The death of Charlie Kirk. Please don't let it be forgotten. Please do something with it. Let's not let the deep state think they have a victory here. That is all for now. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Share this video so that I know everyone's doing it, but continue to share so that way not one person on God's green earth forgets what happened today. Whether they are for it or against it, make sure everyone sees it. I shall see you all, everyone, later. Peace be with you.